Hey guys, it's Armytricks from GameTech, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how Counter-Strike Global Offensive has turned itself from a mediocre game to one of the most played games of all time. So when Csgo, or Counter-Strike Global Offensive, was first launched back in August of 2012, normal Counter-Strike Source players around the world could hardly believe it. It had been 8 years since Source, and the idea of a new Counter-Strike was probably something a bit unexpected. But, while Global Offensive was a new addition, and it was fun at the start according to most people, Counter-Strike Global Offensive was too similar to Source for its own good. So many players described it as basically CSS with better visuals. So the excitement of the game died off rather quickly, and many people went back to CSS, and some people even went back to 1.6. But if you check out the latest player figures on Steam, Global Offensive is now consistently the second most played game, with 130,000 concurrent users each day, that figure constantly climbing. So what actually did happen? What happened to CSGO to turn it from that mediocre game to something this amazing? So what happened was the updates. So there was first the big competitive update to CSGO. So when it was launched, the competitive features weren't very good. They were lacking, and the matchmaking system was extremely bad, and people could find matches more easily via IRC than the actual in-game matchmaking facilities. So Valve was aware of this, and in October of 2012 a new queue matchmaking system was integrated into the game, and as well as this, the ELO ranking system was replaced by a skill group system, which is also based on ELO, but it's a bit better. So once you've won 10 competitive matches, the game puts you into a skill group and bases its matchmaking on whatever rank you currently hold. And so since this was introduced, the matchmaking system is one of the best you can find in CSGO, and most of the people you face are pretty much your level, and so most matches are very close. As well as this, there was also the weapons and menu overhaul. So that was at the start of 2013, where the weapon balance in CSGO was completely overhauled. This was from lots of feedback from pro players, and apparently it was a very welcome change. There were very floaty weapons that now felt tight and responsive, like the P90, which was way too OP, and now was less, and also still quite powerful. And not everyone still used the M4, the AK, and the AWP all the time, and there was more of a mix of weapons. As well as this, there was then the workshop and hostage updates. So this was in early 2013, and in February, lots of new maps were added from the workshop, and this also allowed modders to easily show off their creations and for players to find them. The hostage update was also revealed, where there were maps in which you can rescue hostages like Office and Italy. And then after this, there was the operations, the first one being Operation Payback of April 2013. So this was the first CSGO operation, and what this did is, well, it would let you pay money to play maps for a limited amount of time. And essentially, it was Valve's way of curating the map's workshop and giving hardcore players a way to feel part of the community. And so lots of people can take advantage of community-made maps, which would essentially not actually ever be added. And then after this, there was of course the arms deal update, which was of August of 2013. So what this did was introduce a lot of new weapons. As well as this, it introduced the weapon case exclusives, new stock weapons, and over 100 unique weapon finishes. This was the biggest weapon update that CSGO had ever seen. And now lots of weapons were sold and traded on the community marketplace. And then there came the new maps from February 2014, that also added the CZ auto, which basically changed the whole game, even though it was very overpowered when it was first released and has recently been nerfed. But it was a fantastic weapon while it was still really powerful, and it only had 24 bullets that did pretty much disappear in 2 quick bursts. So the aim of using that pistol is to kill someone and grab their weapon. As well as that, Cobblestone was put back into CSGO, and as well as Overpass, and that's it. That was it, and that is CSGO up to date, and that is how CSGO has gone from the mediocre game that it was to the highly popular and highly played game and very profitable game that it is for Steam now, for Valve. So thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a like, and as always, don't forget to subscribe. See ya.